It's time for the MCTS experience with Mr. Orr and Mr. Nash. Discover your passion and unlock your future.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome, one and all, to another exciting episode of the MCTS experience. This is a very special episode.
Big.
CTE month. Happy CTE month, everybody. With me, as always, of course, my partner in crime, Mr. David Nash. How are you, sir?
Excellent. Ready to go.
I'm pumped for this episode. I'm very, very pumped. We have incredible guests coming at you. Lots of different components and celebrations of CTE month. First, before we take another step,
Here we go.
we must say hello to the great Nick MacGyver-Sikowski.
Here he
How
is.
are you, sir?
Where is he?
Hello, gentlemen. Hello.
Whoa, cannonball coming at you.
You may recall last month we actually had visual confirmation that Mr. S.
But, we're always providing, cutting edge, showstopper excitement here at the MCTS experience. And lo and behold, we finally, unveiled Nick MacGyver-Sikowski.
There he was.
So
There he was.
It's awesome.
And this episode is no different. We have lots of good. We have a major coup, if you will, getting our featured guest.
I feel like I'm in a chariot in Roman times doing a victory lap inside the massive arena.
Yes.
And the crowds are cheering us because of CTE week. And each guest and person that we're highlighting here really is powerful.
I would like to use the word exemplifies.
Yes.
What CTE is all about. I picture that too. You have one of those laurel in your hair.
Correct.
Yes. And
Correct.
The robes flying behind you.
And
It's very
ready.
good.
Stallions pulling the chariot.
You wear that well, Mr. Nash.
That's how passionate I am about CTE.
Let's do it. CTE month special episode. Couple quick announcements before we get underway.
Oh yeah.
There is a special career fair here at the CyPEC Center on March 14th for adults. It's an adult career fair
And graduates. So if you're graduating high school, parents,
you're a
students,
senior, even a junior.
academy,
Yeah.
academy, juniors, come. We've set a box out like we normally do, and we've trapped employers.
Tons.
There's going to be probably 30 to 50.
Last year, we had over 50 employers at this event. By the way, this event is not just open to our students and our adult school students.
Anyone.
This is open to anybody. Public. Come on.
We're
by.
a county school. Come on down. We serve you.
Yeah, absolutely. What else? What else is going on? Tell us about Skills USA.
Well, it's the skill. We're boarding the vessels to invade the competitions. Camden County Tech School on March 22nd and March 23rd. And Camden County Tech, GCIT, Gloucester County Institute of Technology. That's the first wave. And then for the rest of the weeks in March and then into April, we have Skills USA contests. So our brightest and best in their specific career area of study and elements that have to do with that career area of study, medical math terminology and auto mechanics and collision repair and cosmetology, as we're going to hear about in this episode.
Yeah.
We bring our best candidates to compete against everyone else in the state.
I love it.
It's very exciting.
Outstanding. What else? There's a blood drive at the Assenpink Center.
Students and staff only.
That is not a public event. That's our own people.
What's the
our
date on
students
that?
and staff. That's March 22nd. It's a Friday. That way, if you get a little woozy after giving blood, you can just go home and sleep for the weekend.
Absolutely.
We're going to give you cookies and crackers and things of that nature.
I try to give blood. I've done it numerous times. I pass out every time. It's something with me. But anyway,
Well,
have you never done it before? Come on down.
The secret is to have a hearty breakfast.
See that? I can get that going.
You look fantastic. Don't be
Thanks.
silly. Big thanks to Nurse Patty Faltini and the whole team over there at the Assenpink Center for putting that together.
Absolutely. And speaking of the Assenpink Center, my counterpart, the Genster, man on a mission.
Gent has not missed a step since coming in.
It is awesome to watch.
Yeah.
And he embraced the Assenpink family. He's doing, and with the help of the HSA Academy, Health Science Academy, he's doing a career fair for HSA students. So summer internship, junior year, senior internship while you're taking your college classes.
Love it.
He's corralled potential candidates that want to do that, whether it's doctor's offices or hospitals and anything to do with that field. He's making that happen on the 21st.
Amazing. That's during the school day.
Correct. Yes.
That's during the school day on March 21st. Thank you, Mr. Gent. And last but not least, this can't be right.
What's that?
It says there's a prom.
Well, if you're still stuck in 1972 thinking it's jean jacket and mullets, there's no way there can be a prom at CTE school. Well, there is. Because we're not what you think we are anymore. And we constantly exemplify that, showcase that.
Yes.
So we're having a prom.
March 28th. You can details on our website for ticket buying. Tickets are very affordable this year.
That's awesome.
And the prom is open to everybody. That's shared time students and academy
Cool as
students.
that.
Come on out, guys. Come out and meet your county cohort. Meet the other students.
I love it.
in
So
County.
both schools together, academy, share time, doesn't matter.
Aspink, SIPAC, Academy, shared
What's the theme?
time.
Do you know the theme?
One big family.
Do you know the theme? I think it's a night in Paris.
Oh.
I think so.
Sacre bleu.
Producer Nick, am I correct?
You are correct.
Yes.
He said, oui. It is a night in Paris. Very
Vive la
good.
France.
I didn't know that. That's exciting. I'll be there. I'm going to wear a beret. All right.
You gonna bust your dance moves, or you gonna do the robot?
No one wants to see that. The sprinkler.
Yes. You know. I know you can
Grocery
dance.
store.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Good. So I think with that,
Power packed.
Let's get this power packed episode underway. We'll be right back in just a minute.
To earn money while I'm still in high school feels amazing because not only can I still come to school and get the experience, but outside of school I can go to work, still get paid, meet new people, get connections, all while still gaining the high school experience. Really gave me a head start when it came to pay, knowledge, all around respect.
Welcome back, everybody. We're very, very excited for our Student of the Week here, Student of the Month, as it were. But Nash, every once in a while, sometimes we just pick a random student, we meet him and talk to him. This kid checks all the boxes.
Dynamo, all-star, line them up, knock them down.
Yes. I'm very, very proud to introduce Isabella Celentano. She is a senior in our cosmetology program and has a lot of stuff going on. Let's meet her. How are you, Isabella?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. Thanks for joining us. So why don't you start? Just tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I am a senior at Hamilton West. I am also a 4-year varsity player.
4-year varsity player.
Yes.
They gobbled you right up out of middle school and said,
Yes.
"Come on in here." Okay.
You were varsity as a freshman?
Yes.
That's
And
amazing.
started.
What sport?
Soccer.
Okay.
Offense or defense?
Defense. I'm a goalie.
Oh,
The ultimate defense. The ultimate defense.
Talk about pressure. The kid thrives on it.
That's fantastic. And you were starting varsity goalie when you were a
Yes.
freshman? That's unbelievable.
Dude, that is awesome.
Please continue. What are you doing? So you're a senior. It's late February.
Yes.
The clock is ticking. What are your plans after graduation? Do you know what you're doing after you graduate?
Yes. I'm going to attend Caldwell University to play soccer there.
Will there be some scholarship money involved?
Yes.
That's incredible. Congratulations.
Hold on. I thought everybody that comes to CTE school just goes to work in their area of study and they are robots that do not do anything. Because if it's a time machine, that's what everybody thinks.
Yes.
So you're shattering that paradigm.
Yes.
Okay.
Playing sports at the home school, varsity, thank you very much. Scholarships to colleges, Caldwell University. And speaking of, Mr. Nash makes a good point, you are going to have your cosmetology license.
Yes.
So are you going to do something with that?
Yes. So actually, college is my backup plan. This is my first. But
Okay.
if there's an injury, because I get injured a lot,
Yeah, sure.
I need a backup just in case I can't do cosmetology
Okay.
eventually.
Yeah.
I love it. So you're keeping your options open.
Yes.
You have so many
Brilliant.
different
And
irons
how
in
were your
the fire.
parents when you went? How did you find out about MCTS when you were in late middle school, early high school? What drew you here? What magnetized you to this facility?
My mom always wanted to do VOTEC. And then she was like, well, Hamilton schools offer that. So look into it. She was like, if you don't want to do it, that's completely okay, but look into it. So freshman year, I talked to my counselor about it.
Who's your counselor? Give her a shout out.
Miss Marasco.
Yeah. Danielle Marasco.
Hall of Fame of guidance counselors.
Absolute. The Michael Jordan of
Yes.
counselors. Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
For real. You know that.
Yep.
I know you know that. So, all right. So keep going.
So I talked to her about it, and she's like, it's a great idea. You would be the perfect candidate, but you have to want to do cosmetology. It's a hard field. And honestly, everybody talks about how hard it is, but you don't actually know until you're in it. So she's like, Belle, you really need to make sure you want to do cosmetology.
You gotta
I was
be
like, Miss
passionate.
Marasco, I do.
All right.
Trust me, I do.
So you knew that in your heart.
Yes.
Awesome. And then, so you come into Miss C's class. Both Miss Cash and Miss Cardinelli, amazing instructors.
Yes.
Both run it the same way, which is very quickly you found out
Yes.
what we're doing.
It's a
Yeah.
tight ship.
Yeah.
They're not playing around.
Yes.
What happens when you first walk in that first 2 weeks? Are you like, holy cow, what did I get myself into? Because Miss C snaps the chalk line.
Honestly, so I grew up in an Italian household. So I was used to the discipline. I was used to all that. So to me, it's not as bad as I thought.
Okay. All right. So it was you were used to a level of this, and then once you learned how to integrate. Is it true that when you walk in, you put your cell phone directly into a plastic box?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I was under the impression that they.
But Miss C makes sure the cell phones are
the phones are not out.
They have to be in our lockers.
Lockers.
They have to be.
Lockers.
Yes.
Okay.
And then if not, she'll take them.
Okay.
Which is reasonable.
How's that? When you're learning something new, I mean, because you're learning anatomy, you're learning chemistry, you're learning physiology. Everybody thinks it's, you just cut hair, blah, blah, blah. How did that affect you being in that environment to absorb the information? So you do classroom lessons for about a half an hour to 45 minutes, and then you're out in the shop. When you don't have the phone, how much did that change your ability to learn?
Not much.
Okay.
I mean, for me at least, because I was the kid that was always outside. My parents always made sure we were outside, and when we were outside, we weren't allowed on our phones or iPads.
So you were accustomed to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And phones don't make a big deal to me.
Okay. All right. Great.
Just there.
Well, it's a healthy tool for you,
Yeah.
as it should be for society, which is fantastic. Okay.
So we haven't even covered all of the items on the checklist for Isabella here. So you were Student of the Month last month.
Yes.
And Mr. Nash, this kiddo is competing in Skills USA.
Cosmetology Advanced, which means the highest level of all the 21 county schools sends their best advanced cosmetology student, senior year cosmetology student, and Isabella's representing Mercer.
You. Wow, that's unbelievable.
Which is exciting.
Congratulations.
And then building even further, in addition to, all right, so now you're successful at homeschool, successful at academia, successful at sports, successful here. Lo and behold, as a lot of people probably know listening to this podcast, I receive emails and phone calls from industry and business. So I had a very high-end, high-level salon owned by two brothers in Rocky Hill, which is kind of close to Montgomery, kind of far out of our way. But I knew that after listening to the client and understanding the caliber of the business, and I took the lead to Miss C, and Miss C recommended Isabella. So you are working at where?
Salon Azuro.
Salon Azuro in Rocky Hill, Main Street, right next to the Rocky Hill Inn.
Yes.
Two brothers.
Stop by, check them out. Ask for Isabella.
How is your internship / position there? How's it going?
I love it there. They're amazing. You can tell they want us to grow and they want to teach us. And even if it's a slow day, they're like, go watch, do this,
That's
watch
awesome.
this.
Yeah, it's
and
productive.
Then when you go watch, even if you're just like lingering behind, they explain to you what they're doing step by step. And then they're like, ask questions. They want us to learn.
It's so fulfilling to hear that. So, and again, you and I talked. I remember it was like October. Yeah. I met with you. I said, hey, listen, here's where this place is. Let's go for it. You took the ball and ran with it, and you did phenomenally well. And it's just
how do you have the time? I get not soccer season anymore, but still.
I love what I do. I can't wait to actually be in the field. So I make time no matter
so
what.
Cool.
That's wonderful.
Do you know how many people, quote unquote, adults can't say what you just said? That is so empowering. It is so wonderful. And that's us celebrating with you, not talking at you. This is a place where Mr. Orff and I love what we do. And now you're part of this club where you're like, wow, this is really fulfilling. This is fun. That's what life is. That's what your career life's supposed to be. And congratulations, because there's people that are mid-40s, 50s that are like, I can't stand what I do. And they're miserable. They really are. So wow, and wow.
Yeah, really, really nice. So I just want to thank you, Isabella, for joining us and say congratulations on all your success. You are a perfect candidate to be the Student of the Week for CTE month here.
Absolutely. A culmination of such success. Congratulations. Here's the only thing you have to do. Promise you come back and talk to us. Well, obviously you'll be back next year, but 5 years and 10 years, always stop in.
Okay.
When we have super ultra successful, doesn't matter whether it's white collar, blue collar, Cosmo, accounting, we love to see you stop in, talk with your instructor, talk to Mr. Semick. That's the only thing we will ever ask, because it just breeds such an upwelling for other students to see you as they already know you now, and then when you're out there getting it done in the real world, which is awesome.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Isabella Celentano, your Student of the Week.
Rich tech student organizations build so much of the soft skills that kids need to be able to speak, to be able to be interviewed well, to learn about community service. It's unbelievable what a student can do participating in one of those career tech student organizations.
I think FFA has been the best leadership experience I've gotten here. I was doing a public speaking event at the state convention, and now I get to go to nationals. It's a great experience.
Welcome back, folks. We are very, very excited to have a truly special guest with us in honor of CTE month. Mr. Nash, this is what they call in the entertainment industry. This is a good get. That's what they call it.
We couldn't get someone any better than Jackie Burke.
Couldn't agree more.
Impossible.
So Jackie Burke is the executive director of Career Tech New Jersey and the New Jersey Council for County Vocational Technical Schools.
Very good. Very good. It's a very long name.
NJCCVTS.
Yes.
Look at
It's
that.
a very long name.
Welcome, Jackie. Thank you so much for being
here. Thanks for
here.
having me.
We're really glad you could make it.
I always love to come out to the school, so thank you for the opportunity.
Good. And we're a short drive for you.
Yes, 30 minutes.
Oh, that's nothing.
That's
That's
awesome.
nothing. All right.
Wonderful.
Very good. So if just to start, would you mind just telling our listeners and viewers who might not know, tell us a little bit about your organization?
Sure, yes. It is called, as you said, the New Jersey Council of County Vocational Technical Schools, which is always a mouthful. But what we do is we represent all of the 21 county school districts that are county vocational school districts. So we are their kind of mouthpiece for publicity, for advocating, on behalf of the council. Will advocate for policy at the Department of Education. We'll meet with staff, the legislative staff. We produce the video to promote our schools that we can send out and that showcases our schools. So we have multiple different things that we do, but it's all to support your schools.
It's amazing. And so this is very much a combination of behind the scenes stuff and out in front of the public.
That's a good
stuff.
way to put it. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
I've seen the videos, I've seen the press releases, I've seen stuff on NJ.com, and it's all direct result of your efforts and your team's efforts. And it really does help, I wouldn't say change, but rather shift the paradigm of what people think of CTE.
Absolutely. And that's, we're always trying to combat that old stereotype of, it's for kids that aren't going to do well in high school and it's just the auto shop. There's
Jean jackets and mullets. It's my tagline.
Yes.
Jean jackets and mullets.
Yes.
Tommy's not going to make it. Send him there.
mullets are coming back.
That's a very good point.
I might have to grow one. I had one here in '88. I had one.
Mini
mullet.
It would suit you, Mr. Nash. You would look great. You would look great with a mullet.
Yes, there are contests now too.
So to that point, then, so let's unpack. Speaking of things that you do for the schools, so we have these all over our walls, and it's two-sided, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
I like it. It's very visual.
And isn't it pretty? Yeah,
it is.
We worked with the designer who really spent some time with us and did some really great graphics to showcase. These amazing numbers. So
yeah,
I think
there's some really big facts to dispel those very things you were talking about. Let's go through some of them.
Okay, great.
So one of the big ones is graduation rates. Tell us about that?
It is amazing that our schools have a 99% graduation rate. The state average is 91%. And that's because kids come here, they're interested. Like your daughter, you want to be, a graphic designer. You have this artistic ability. And you can come here and explore that opportunity. Maybe this is the career for me. I'm really interested in this. So you come here and you get hands-on. She's designing logos.
Oh, it's...
she's there are so many opportunities. Some of the kids in graphic design have their own company.
Oh, we have a student right in Cosmo in our morning to build on that.
Yeah.
He has his own, he does a whole salon type of advisory to what type of haircut students should get out of his house. Yeah, it's incredible.
Can we go visit him on the way out?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I think we might be able to catch him. Yes,
absolutely.
Let's go. That's great.
Yes, and and they're taught by industry professionals. And I know, that's something that's really difficult for the schools to do, is to pull people out of industry to come teach, because they're going to get a pay cut. They're going to have to get training. They're going to have, all of this work while they're teaching. And it's a heavy lift. And so much credit to you in all of our districts for pulling that off, because that's paramount to the student's education, right?
It's almost a calling. I'm sure you have, when you do connect with instructors that resonate with what they do and they love, they have to do it. They're experts, but they have calling on their heart. Like, I want to share this and I want to be in the classroom. And
Absolutely. Every instructor I've ever talked to at any district loves their job. They can't wait to tell me about it and the kids and what they're doing and show off their kids, and it's just, I mean, I love being in the schools because the kids are excited and the teachers are excited.
It's rewarding.
Yeah. And they're coming out, ready to go right into the industry.
That's fantastic.
And and I can't say enough. Also, one more thing, the hands-on part it makes such a difference.
Well, that's where the 99%, I'm assuming, that's where the 99% comes from. You get the theory in the lesson, it's a half an hour, maybe 20 minutes, and then you're out showcasing.
You're cutting hair, you're drawing designs, you're doing stem cell research, you're
writing
your
code.
Hands. Yeah, I mean, and you don't walk into a regular high school and see that. I've walked into my kids' high school and been like, these are the most disengaged children.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, and then there is a time frame. If a regular class is 40 minutes long, it takes 10 minutes to get it going. It takes 15, 20 minutes to get a good dialogue going on. Then how much execution you got before you got to shut it down?
And if you get that all day long, I mean, it's important to learn the basics.
Yes.
But then to be able to put that into hands-on use and see how it's relevant. I mean, kids really want to know why something is relevant.
They're unsure. They're scared. They by the second month, and we've said it numerous times on the podcast, we always do an over-under bet. How soon till a kid walks up to us in a share time program and says, why can't I stay here all day? And whether it's an academy is, they have a little trepidation because you're asking a student to make a commitment in 8th grade, which is tricky, but they know that it's a powerful experience.
Talk about the practical use of what they're learning. How many times in an academic class has a kid been reading, doing algebra or reading The Red Badge of Courage?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And they go, when am I going to use this? How am I going to use this in life? But you have an answer to that question every day when you're a CTE teacher, right?
Yeah. And that's what makes it resonate.
You mentioned before, though, these industry professionals preparing the kids for the workforce. What about the students who want to go to college? We've worked very hard to dispel that it's college or no college.
Yeah, it's not one or the other.
Absolutely.
Can you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, and that is the enduring stereotype in some parts of the state especially. 71% of our kids go on to college. And then there's another, I think it's like 13%.
We'll consult the fact sheet.
I'm sorry.
Trade school?
Yes, 6%. I'm sorry. Go on to apprenticeships, trade school, that sort of thing.
Okay, so I'm glad you said that because a person that would be not leaning but said, oh, well, if you said 71% go to college, well, that's got to include a trade school. No. That's a whole other separate measurement metrics involved. So
yeah,
that's excellent. And they thrive on the numbers. I'm sure the graduation rates are higher, and I'm sure that the data indicates that they're more proficient once they start to attend.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's so many opportunities at our school districts to get college credit. Over 10,000 students actually were enrolled last year in classes that were eligible for college credit.
Holy smokes.
We have over 200 students, I believe it's 250, graduated with an associate's degree before they graduated from high school. I mean, that's amazing. We have schools that are on college campuses or seniors that go to the college campus for their senior year.
Our academy students go and take college classes senior year.
Yeah. And so, I mean, they come into college, and college is so expensive, and they could have a year or two already under their belt, which is a tremendous cost savings as well.
Absolutely.
And they get that experience. They're, interacting with college kids and really kind of moving into that is seamless for these kids.
I always find it so interesting to see a student that perceives school as a typical high school environment. And then once they experience CTE or entry-level college, they're like, whoa, I'm passionate about the subject matter, and now I'm engaging with other students that are passionate about the subject matter. To me, it's two totally different departments in learning. And a lot of times students are like, I never knew that I loved to learn until I came here. And we see that.
Yeah.
Jackie, so obviously any family that's out there, any student that's out there, counselors, folks like that, every one of the 21 counties has a school like ours, like MCTS.
Correct.
A county vocational technical school. You can obviously find their website and go to it for more information. How do we find out more about your organization, Career Tech New Jersey and NJCCVTS?
Yes. We have a website, www.careertechnj.org.
Okay.
It's a little shorter than our name, our big name, and it has so much great information on it. The fact sheet's on it, school information for every single school, what programs they offer, that's all on it, adult programs. I mean, there's news articles. There's just a lot of information on it.
If I was an employer seeking vetted entry-level talent, can I reach out to your organization?
Oh, yeah. I'm so glad you mentioned that. We have this fantastic feature on our website called Become an Employer Partner. So if you're interested in connecting with your county vocational school, even if you're just looking for employees or, work-based learning opportunities, then there's a whole form you can fill out on the website, your company name, what your interests are, like, okay, I need a graphic designer, and these are the counties I want to work with. And then every county has a designated person who will then reach out to the company and connect the schools and the kids with the company.
Outstanding.
So we're very proud of that feature, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Thanks for sending them our way. We appreciate it.
Well, to me, it's just A plus B equals C. You're the middle person between the school and the career world. And I love that you haven't used the word job. Job is great. Job is minor league.
It's careers.
It's career.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And career is fulfilling. It's a higher pay level. It's excitement. It's passion. And
there's a trajectory. It's not just one job. A career changes
evolves
constantly.
So every 7 to 10 years. That's what I learned at Rutgers. Was every 7 to 10 years, people go through a metamorphosis, and they either shift to another, or like you said, they can still stay within their realm and then discover a new area. And that's very healthy, natural, and normal. So,
And they get the skills here too, like the project-based learning, communication skills. They have those skills that they can take elsewhere too that are really important in what employers are looking for.
Even if you end up not choosing a career in what you've studied in high school, you've got so many other skills, those soft skills to take with you that you use in any career.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I like to call them employability skills too.
Yeah.
So no, but they are.
Yeah.
They're that either one. They're synonymous terminology. So
That's great.
It's awesome.
So this has been really, really nice. I feel like I want to take advantage of having you here.
We could definitely bring her. I mean, I don't know about you, or if we could do a part 2 here all day long.
Maybe you heard it here. Well, let's get the commitment from her first.
Yes.
We'll have a yearly visit from Jackie Burke
that would
during
be
CTE
awesome.
month.
Sounds great.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Love it. It's really been great to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks to you. Thanks to your organization for all that you guys do to promote career technical education, for being an ombudsman for the school, the schools, all of us. And we appreciate you. We appreciate all you do. Happy CTE month.
Happy CTE month. And I would be derelict if I didn't mention my colleague, and Nicholas, who also, we're a 2-person
Heavy hitter.
team.
Heavy hitter.
Yes.
At the council here.
And we're gonna. I know you're camera shy, so we're not gonna make you come on here. But yes, big shout out to you, and you're doing this work right alongside Jackie. So thank you for all that you do.
Great. Well, thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming. We really appreciate you joining us. Jackie Burke, featured guest for CTE month. We'll be right back after this.
We believe here at the county vocational schools that students don't work in silos. Academics make more sense in a real-world application. So when students work towards a goal, we really focus on the professional skills. So they go out and they're able to interview, they're able to pitch themselves and really, be career ready.
Well, normally, Mr. Nash, at this point in the episode, I would say something like, well, we've come to the end of another exciting episode of the MCTS experience. But not today. Nope. Because we have a very special announcement to make. Heartfelt. I'm being jovial, but this really is from the heart, and I'm honored to be able to talk about it in front of all of our viewers and listeners. Each year, during the month of February, during CTE month, we award the Successful Graduate of the Year Award. All the 21 county vocational schools do this. MCTS is no different. And it goes to a former student, a graduate of one of our programs, who went on to do...
Who's been in the adult real world.
In the adult real world, doing great things, usually with what they learned at our school. And this year, the recipient of that award is our very own Nick MacGyver Sikowski.
Which...
How
can he
Thank
not?
you.
How
Thank
can he
you.
not? I mean,
of all, like, that one was a no-brainer.
There's a long list of names and Nick deserves to be in that Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
He embodies the spirit of the school. He transformed how people can see, interact, whether it's a website, whether it's a podcast, whether it's all the photos. I mean, he's in it to win it for the kids.
Absolutely.
And that's the base stock. Like, if you're making the soup of a person, the base of how they operate on a daily basis, cares about kids and cares about MCTS on a whole.
And if you don't mind me saying, knocks the ball out of the park.
I mean, come on. You and I have both witnessed the transformation firsthand.
Yes.
Of our outreach to the community and to what it's and there's stuff that we can't even. There's stuff that he's dreaming of right now, collaborating with staff, talking with administration, and just have his skill set. How could we not praise him as a successful graduate?
And everything that Mr. S does here for us at MCTS, he is also the community liaison at Mercer County Special Services School District.
It's got to be.
I can't imagine. I don't know how he does it.
But that's what makes him a successful graduate.
At some point, you'll be seeing pictures of Mr. S getting this award, but it is much deserved. Nick, we salute you, MacGyver. Thank you so much for all that you do. Much deserved, and congratulations.
We tried to keep it from you as long as possible.
Oh, no, I'm manning the boards back here, so it's nice and easy hearing you guys talk about me. So,
we mean it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sincerely, Nick.
Well done, successful graduate.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, with that, unfortunately, sad as it is, CTE month, we have come now to the end of another exciting and great episode of the MCTS experience. Folks, magic really does happen here at MCTS, and
how could you see Isabella?
Oh my God.
Jackie Burke.
Where else are you going to find a student like that doing all those different things?
It can only be here, just because we're the only one that offers. We're not for everybody, and we never say that.
Nope.
But if an individual has a passion, that's where that passion comes alive.
That's where the students come alive. Mm-hmm. So big thanks, of course, to Isabella Celentano and, my gosh, Jackie Burke. What a great
pillar.
A pillar of the career technical education community, the apex of it.
And we just happen to be geographically I'm sure if we were in Cumberland, she would drive to us.
She would.
But the fact that she's right around.
We're lucky that she's close, but we're also lucky that she's in the position that she's. Jackie, thank you for joining us. Thanks for all that you do to bring the good news of career technical education to students and families all over the state. Congratulations to Nick MacGyver-Sikowski, and that's really it. We've come to the end. I'm sorry.
It's another CTE month, and we had our Skills USA award ceremony, local contests, all that.
Yes.
It just really is brimming, because it makes sense to have it this time of the year, because that way we're well into the year. The kids know who we are, know what we're about, and they can really showcase their talents and their abilities, because it's really all about the students that come here.
It absolutely is.
Gentlemen, can I add one more thing?
Yeah. Please do, Mr. S.
Oh, it's like the voice of God coming in. Hit me.
What we would love to do, since it is CTE month, we have the CTE luncheon coming up.
Oh, of course. Yes. So as a wrap-up to CTE month, normally we would do this in the beginning of February, and it either kept getting snowed out, or the counselors, that's when they're scheduling the classes.
Oh, they're not coming.
And that's who we want at this event. So yes, the CTE luncheon, March 5th, Tuesday, March 5th. If you are a counselor, a child study person, we want to see middle school or high school, you are invited. You should have gotten a couple of invitations from us already, but if you haven't, come on down. We want to see you. We want to celebrate you, and celebrate career technical.
Awesome event. I remember attending it when I was an in-classroom instructor.
Yes.
And we'd come up and engage with, and we do that still sometimes. So we have staff members that engage.
We have some special student content featured at that particular event.
It's awesome.
So I think that's it. Thanks to everybody who joined us. I'm gonna go to my closing spiel.
Here he comes.
Please share this podcast with a friend. Like it, rate it, review it. Do all of those great things on Amazon, Spotify, iTunes, anywhere that you can find it, and share it. Tell everybody about it. Spread the word about this and our other great podcasts. The Way of the Wizards, the student-led podcast. Outstanding.
Principals.
The Principal's Office podcast, featuring Mr. Warren and Mr. Munford, our two principals. My favorite, tied with this for my favorite, is of course the Superintendent's View with Matthew Carey, our beloved superintendent.
That does a great job.
Share all of those. And then, of course, like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, X. We do it all. We are out there. We're putting the word out about career technical education. You can start viewing student-led content even more than you ever could.
It's really our video game team. You can watch the matches.
Yes, congrats to the Wizards.
So cool.
So we're all just proud to be a part of the magic that does happen here. Until then, this is Mr. Orr. We'll see you next month for the March episode. Until then, this is Mr. Orff on behalf of myself, my partner in crime, David Nash, and Nick MacGyver-Sikowski, reminding all of you to discover your passion
and unlock your future.